Number one, I used to think that penetration, the pain that comes with it. Hey guys, welcome to my channel once again. Omobeejay Olayinka. Okay, so I got married a couple of weeks ago, and this is about my first video since I got married. So I didn't expect it to come that easily. So yeah, Omobeejay Olayinka Ezekiel, Omobeejay Ezekiel, Omobeejay. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna be doing my intro yet, or how I'm gonna want to use my name, but officially I don't intend using a compound surname, but for the sake of people who have known me with her line, I don't know, please just tell me how you want me to introduce myself basically. So welcome once again. I'd like to say thank you to as many people that supported us during our wedding, and for as many people that have been following our wedding diaries. If you've not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel and enjoy more juicy stuff from our wedding. Okay, so in today's video, guess what I'm gonna be talking about? I'm gonna be talking about I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Alright, we're gonna be talking about what it was like the first time, things I had heard, how true were they, and my own experience and the reality, and just a couple of things. So I think I highlighted 7 things. Yeah, 7 things. So in no particular order, I'm gonna be doing a rundown. Because I don't want YouTube to block my video. So you people know the word I am talking about already. So if I don't use it, just understand it and fill in the gap for me. Sure you understand? So because I had not done it before, that was about my first time. Or when I got married, it was about the first time, and I was quite nervous about it. And of course, you've heard so many things. I've watched videos from trusted ones, loved ones, celebrity people, YouTubers, and everybody. So it was one of the things I was quite anxious and nervous about. But I mean, you know, when you reach the river, there's nothing you can do again. So that was it. So I had my own experiences, and I'll just talk about a couple of them. Number one, I know that, or I knew that penetration usually comes with pain. Like I've heard loads and loads of ladies report that. So I was expecting it, yeah. But I used to think that it was a once and for all something, like once we have already do it once, like you have finished like that, you should not feel pain again. But hey, I was wrong, girl. I mean, for every penetration comes pain. Like for every penetration comes pain. Like I don't know for how long that would last. Maybe it's for every penetration for life comes pain, or it's just for a couple of months or a couple of other times of doing it. I really do not know, but I got to realize that with penetration comes pain. Number two, I used to think that the hymen, you know what the hymen is? The hymen is like the tissue around the VJCT. For people who haven't had sex before, in some cultures they take it as a sign of virginity, but scientifically speaking, like it really is not. You can get to lose your hymen when you play or when you do excessive sports. Some people don't even, we're not even born with any hymen, and so it's literally not so much to carry weight like that. But I don't know what category I belonged to anyway, but I used to think that the hymen was just like this, or movies made it to seem like it was like this pocket full of blood that once the goes like this, to just go like that, and then there'll just be this splash of blood, fresh blood, and that would be all. But no, I was wrong. Yeah, there was blood, yeah, but it was all messy. It wasn't fresh blood. It wasn't a pocket of blood coming out or gushing out or something. Yeah, and it was just there, all messy. And then it lasted for, it wasn't once and for all too, like it lasted for a couple more days, like 1 to 2 days after then. Number three is that I also got to realize that yes, it could be painful, but it could also not be painful. So what do I mean by this? I mean the place of talking to God about it. Okay, so during our marriage counseling, our marriage counselor, or during our premarital counseling, our marriage counselor pointed our attention to something, and she made, when we had the class on, I think, intimacy in marriage or something, and so she mentioned something about getting to pray in advance, getting to talk to God about it in advance, such that God makes it quite easy and not as difficult as it could get for some people. Because I mean, I got to know of a story of a person, like, or a newly wedded couple. I mean, for 3 months they were still trying to gain entrance. I'm like, 3 months? Woo. Like, you can imagine. So she made it, or she opened her eyes to see it, that yeah, we should start praying about it from now. So yeah, we were praying about it. I took it personally, like trusting God for ease and all. Yes, and I would say that yeah, God was faithful. God came through, and it wasn't as painful as I was anticipating. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know whether I was over anticipating the pain, such that when the pain came and I'm like, oh, so this is it, so that's all, like, excuse me, or maybe not. But whichever category it is, I think it's something we can always talk to God about. Like, tell God what you want, tell God what you want your experience to be like. I mean, he's a loving father after all, and he's actually interested in every details of our lives, and that's not excluded. So in my own opinion, I think that talking to God about it actually made it a bit easier and less painful, because I was expecting this massive pain. And if you know me, almost my pain threshold like this, almost cannot tolerate pain, no. But yeah, we thank the Lord. Number 4 is going to be, yes, it can be painful. Yes, it can be painful, but it's also very pleasurable. Yeah, you know what? You know that moment when something is paining you, but it's also sweeting you, and you don't want them to remove the source of the pain. Something like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that. So yeah, it can be painful, but it's also pleasurable. Number 5, foreplay cannot be overemphasized. It cannot be overemphasized. You have to do foreplay to prepare the man and also prepare the body of the female. So, and also that helps to secrete lubes, natural lubes, body secretions. It helps the VJ to produce lubricants to ease the entry of, you know. But yes, in as much as you get your body secreting, lube is also your best friend. Yeah, so it's important that you use lubricants too. And everybody recommends water-based lubricants. I don't know why everybody recommends water-based lubricants, but there are other forms of lube, but this is a water-based lubricant, and it works perfectly well. There's a KY jelly. They're all manner, so just explore and see what works for you. And then the next one is going to be number 6. That's all those wedding lingerie, baby dolls, wedding nights, you wear one that way, you know. Is there a criteria? Is there a criteria one bit like this? So I got two of about 10 pounds each. That's 20 pounds. And I mean, I didn't wear one of it. One like this, one. I didn't know it. I don't be parent for. I'm writing it to my husband here that me, I bought laundry. I know we all something. And the guy will be looking at me like, who sent you message? Yeah, so yeah, as much as it is good, you get it, but it's not a criteria. Like, it's not a criteria. And the good thing is, I've been consoling myself that, well, if I did not wear it, then thank God I can always wear it. So That's the consolation. So yeah, I also got to realize that, because prior to the wedding I thought that if you are ticking a checklist, oh, this has to be ticked. Like if you don't tick it like this, something will happen. And then the last one is going to be, there's one that is coming to my mind now. I'm sorry, I'm looking down. I'm trying to ensure I don't miss anything out. There's one that is coming to my mind, that, you know, the way they say wedding night, wedding night, wedding night, wedding night. Yeah, I don't know, wedding night is overrated. I remember during counseling when our counselor talked about it, like it was as if, no, if something does not happen that wedding night, something have happened, like you people are missing something out. I remember I asked her that question, that ma, it doesn't have to be that night. But you know the interesting thing, the kind of tiredness that catch me after the wedding, leave wedding night alone, Jerry. So yeah, it doesn't have to happen wedding night. Like, I think it's just the two of you should just do your thing. Don't make it about a particular day or a particular night, or let it be spontaneous. Just let it happen. Yeah, basically. And finally, I'll conclude with this, and that is the fact that yes, sex is what we're waiting for. Sex in marriage is what we're waiting for. Premarital sex remains a no-no, and the Bible says that we should keep the marriage bed undefiled. And yeah, it's very important that we do that. I actually wrote something out here. Let me just read it out. Yeah, sex is what we're waiting for. Say no to premarital sex. Yeah, stolen waters can be sweet according to what the Bible says, but yeah, trust me, it's with loads and loads and loads of anxiety and fear of being caught. But when you do it within the confines of marriage, it's without any fear, it's without any pressure, it's pleasurable. And yes, you're pleasing God. The marriage bed is undefiled. I understand that it's not easy, because all the time I'm talking, you're thinking that it's not easier. You know, easier. It's not easy. I understand perfectly. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. But yeah, with discipline and with God, the grace of God is sufficient for us. We trust God. I would trust Him to help us and carry us through. I think I'm just gonna be bringing this video to an end now. The 7 things I realized, and I'm doing this video today. Till you see me again in my next video, I remain your darling Omobeejay. Remain in God, and God bless you. Bye.